guys, we are here. We are back with Ferrets, and we got a new patch today, and we have some good news for Captain Bruno.
Yes, right now I have a freaking headache. That is good news for him.
Well, I was more speaking about the underground facilities, but we'll jump into that. Don't you worry. We're going to knock this out of the park. It's probably going to be the only. I do want to talk about the Ion and the Inferno, but I might do that tomorrow. But guys, obviously, let's jump into it. Let's talk about the 3.16.0 F patch. Last three numbers are 297. Database reset, no. Long-term persistence enabled. Pledge copy disabled. Starting credits, 15 million UEC. Testing focuses, Grav rework, Lawrence system improvements, atmospheric bounties, Dying Star updates, and Area 18 hospital. Known issues. Ship sometimes won't appear in the VDBA unless the player spawns the ship first and then spawns a different ship. I presume storing, like I've said, will always work. Cannot repair, refuel, restock at LEOs, which is still low Earth orbit. See, I do listen to the comment section. The doors leading into the Orison Cloudview Center arcade will not open from the outside. That's probably a little bit problematic. Where is the Orison Cloudview arcade? Is there an arcade?
I haven't fully explored that place since it came out, so I don't know.
No, neither have I actually, to be honest. And apparently you can't get in, or can't get in from the outside, so maybe that's why we haven't been able to find it. Pressing and holding F to free look does not work when piling the Nox. Character's head, mobiGlas, and other equipment are missing after being released from Crusher. That is probably something that they should focus on fixing for the next week. They really need to get that down pat, because if people go to prison, then it's basically a character reset. Bed logging on a moon planet ship falls through the surface. Hammerhead doors turret may not open if the player leaves the seat during QT. Emergency elevators do not send a valid player to hospital once the admin patient's UI has been activated. Stuck on. I thought they fixed that.
There's a lot of things that they have so-called enough fixed and that they still haven't fixed yet. So
multiple heavy armor clips partially obscure some of the mobiGlas icons, and weapons will not holster. I haven't had this problem. I really haven't, so I don't know what weapons won't holster, but regardless. Bug fixes. Fix an issue. We're causing AI bounty ships not... start again. Bug fixes. Fixed an issue that was causing AI bounty ships to stall indefinitely. So, yay for PvE. Fixed a spawn closet issue that was causing UFG missions to not spawn all the people. This does work. Everybody does spawn now, although I did see one guy standing in a closet saying, touch me on the titty. But yeah, I just, look, obviously the going joke is like, I'm calling him a coward. But to be honest, I think this is the guy that probably wasn't spawning. And they've got him to spawn now, but chances are the locomotion options and stuff and the UI movement, the AAI movements and stuff probably are still bugged. But yeah, at least now everybody spawns, and the doors were open in the spawn closet, so you're just able to shoot him. And yeah, all the other 9 were still running around shooting everybody and killing me too once. Players should not no longer become stuck in the queue to respawn at an ICU indefinitely. I did notice that was a bug when we were doing the Jump Town. Speculative fix for players becoming invisible when using the UI ship elevator. Fixed an issue that was causing Gravlift bikes to flick people high into the air. Players should no longer enter a strange incapacitated state after crashing a grav bike. Fixed split arrows from not showing when splitting items in a personal inventory. I didn't even bother checking that, to be honest. I forgot all about it. Fixed an issue causing prison escape keys to fail if the prison keypad code starts with a 0. Fixed an issue allowing players to use containers to phase through Jump Town building exteriors. I never would even thought of that, but anyway. The mining consumable timer should no longer break if toggling mining mode whilst it's activated. Fixed multiple Vista areas issues around the Grimhex Hospital. Fixed multiple Vista areas issues around the Area 18 Hospital. They also fixed 4 client crashes and a back-end crash fix. Fez, thoughts?
Yes. Well, it seems like they're working on it.
And they still do have a week.
Yeah.
Just under a week.
And also, you know that the thing that you told me about the certain content the creators are to start getting the ship.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I can also confirm that that's what I'm hearing from other people too.
Alright, so guys, apparently the Cutlass Steel is in the... Is it PU or PTU? I think it's probably
The PTU.
Yeah, it's in the PTU, and there are reports that certain YouTubers and whatnot are flying around in it. I presume it's CIG showing it off as well. So do keep an eye out for that, because, yeah, apparently it is in there. Which would make sense, because today's patch was kind of beefy for something that was just a bunch of bug fixing, really. So that makes sense as to why. Because, yeah, I thought, oh, this is a decent sized patch for just bug fixes. Yeah. Alright, so apart from the Cutlass Steel, which we will make a video on when it's released, we're also going to make a video tomorrow probably about the Ion and the Inferno. I do have a suggestion on how to fix it. Fez doesn't like it, but... Well, actually,
I really don't.
No. Well, although you seem to warm up to the idea a little bit after an hour and a half discussion about it. But that might have just been him like, boy, he's not letting this go. I'm just going to agree with him. So, either way. Yeah, so I'll put that video out tomorrow about the Inferno and the Ares and Ion. Apart from that stuff, Fez, anything else in this patch that you like, you don't like? Anything else that you think needs fixing?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, yes, they can fix the Ares Ion, but the fact that they haven't bothered touching it in the last 2 patches kind of feels like this is what CIG is going for, and it's probably going to set it in stone. But like you said, we still have a week. Things could always change, and CIG has a chance to actually listen to the community. So we will see what happens.
The fact is, with balancing, they could be just giving it to the internal testers to play around with the balance until they think they get it right, and then put it into a patch.
Right.
So just the fact that it hasn't had anything done to it in 2 days doesn't really mean a lot, to be honest. I wouldn't worry about that sort of stuff just yet. Apart from that, guys, obviously at the end of the day, I like this patch. I like the fact that the underground facilities are working. Obviously, I presume Bruno and Crayon are going to like those as well, or Mayhem, as you guys know him, are going to like it as well. I was able to complete an underground facility. We still can't loot undersuits. Undersuits are still bugged at the moment, so you can't loot them from the dead bodies. Although I did try dragging it onto a ship, putting the body into the ship, and then try equipping it from the ship. But I was on Yella, there's no atmosphere. Try running out, dragging a body in Yella with no atmosphere, without a helmet or an undersuit, and we'll see how long they last. So yeah, at the end of the day, obviously if you do have an undersuit, don't take it off if you're on a place that has no atmosphere, because you might get stuck. Apart from that, guys, obviously let us know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. Apart from that, guys, obviously we'll be playing the PTU presumably today. Well, I am at least. What are your plans on playing, Fizz?
I might jump in.
I'm going to have something to eat, and then jump in. So yeah, I don't know. Want to do bunker missions or something? Maybe. Yeah. What were you going to say? Sorry, I cut you off. Sorry.
I'm just going through the Star Citizen YouTube streamers to see if anyone is currently alive and showing off the Cuddy Steel. So I haven't found anyone yet, though.
No. And look, I presume obviously CIG is probably more likely just flying it around themselves and then lending it to people, maybe. Look, I have some opinions about it. I think it's a bit trolly. I think it's the case of someone's just sitting there going, what do we want to make? A Cutlass. Okay, what do you want to do to a Cutlass? Put guns on it. Okay, we've done that.
Actually, I think I just found somebody flying it.
Okay.
So
we'll talk about it when it comes out anyway. But as I say, I think I found my opinions on it is that it's trolly. It's a case of it's a Cutlass. What do you want to put on it? Guns. Okay. What do you want to put on it now? More guns. Okay. Now what? Well, why don't we just go ridiculous and put more guns on top of the more guns on top of the more guns, just to put more guns. It just seems like it's a bit overboard with the amount of firepower. And I wasn't even sure if it was legit at first. I thought it was just maybe a joke. I had to check the calendar to make sure it wasn't April Fool's Day. Look, it looks good. It looks good. Will I buy one? Probably not. Will everybody buy one? Probably yes. At the end of the day, do I care about CIG making this? No, not particularly. I just think it's funny as fuck. But guys, we'll talk about that when it comes out, and obviously we get more information about it. Apart from that, guys, have a great night. Enjoy yourselves. Obviously, Ferretz's details will be in the description below. Feel free to go and give him a follow and a like. And apart from that, obviously, I will also be streaming maybe on Twitch later today too. So feel free to tune in for that. Apart from that, guys, have a great night. Enjoy yourself. And we'll see you in the verse.